7 weeks ago, a guy from the St. Vincent and Grenadines messaged me. He signed up under my pocket option referral link and he joined my VIP binary option signal room. He deposited $350 and claimed a 100% deposit bonus, so he had roughly $700 to trade with. And within 2 weeks, he blew his account. Every cent. He had a balance of zero. Everything gone. Now, most people in that situation would quit. They're quick to send an angry message, blame my signals, blame the broker, whatever excuse they might come up with. But I didn't hear anything from him. He picked himself up, he dusted himself off, he decided to go again. This time he deposited $100 and claimed another 100% deposit bonus. So he had roughly $200 to trade with this time. He then decided to consistently trade my signals every London session, every New York session, Monday to Friday. And just with this little bit of consistency and commitment, he's flipped that $100 deposit into over $3,300. And today I'm sitting down with him to find out exactly how he did it, what went through his mind when his balance hit zero, and ultimately what kept him in the game when most people would have walked away. This is Leston's story. Leston, thanks for jumping on with me. For people that or who don't know you yet, tell us a bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do day to day, and who you are outside of trading.
Hey, I'm happy to be here on the call with you. Um, so as you mentioned, I'm from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a small island in the Caribbean. Um, very few tourists comes here, so it's new to tourism still. Um, but I'm a bookkeeper, so I'm mainly in the financial field outside of trading. Um, I'm a husband and a father of two toddlers.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, what is life like in the St. Vincent and Grenadines? I think a lot of my audience has never been there or met somebody from there. Paint us a little picture.
So it's more of a laid back type of environment. Um, I guess what people picture Hawaii type of lifestyle to be is kind of similar. It's very laid back. It's not rushed or anything like that.
Yeah, you've got a very chilled personality, so I trust you on that. Yeah, it's a very, yeah, very tropical, humid, obviously. Yeah.
Yes, very humid.
Okay, so we're going to get into some trading stuff here, of course. I mean, how did you first get into trading? I mean, take me back to the beginning. What initially pulled you in?
Okay, so before this year, before 2026, I've always been interested in trading because I've seen it from persons who lived in St. Vincent, but they moved to whether that's America or England or it's Canada, and they were always in forex. So I was always interested in getting into the market. However, forex is very limited when it comes to um, the the opportunities in St. Vincent. Um, and so I kept looking for anything that was pertaining towards trading until I came across binary trading and someone talking about pocket option.
Okay, I mean, so Pocket Option is obviously one of the many brokers in the binary option space. I mean, which do you prefer? Do you prefer binary options or forex?
Now I prefer binary options.
Okay, all right. Before you found my channel, what was your trading journey like? Did you face any lessons, wins, losses, or moments that may have shaped how you approach the markets today?
Yes. So in January, I met someone who was a guru in pocket option, and he introduced me to his Telegram channel. I joined it. Uh, made my first deposit. I don't remember exactly how much, but I know I made two deposits. One of them being 3K. Um, uh,
$3,000.
yeah, so one was
Wow.
3,000, and the other one was, I think, maybe 600 around there.
Okay.
And the one that was 3K, um, he had made a promise that if I deposit that amount, because he called that specific figure, he said if I deposit that amount, then all I'll have to do is just copy his profile, and whenever he trades, it will automatically trade. Um, and then he blew the entire 3K. Blew the entire 3K.
Wow.
So I was just left with that 600 that I had. And so I tried copying his trades after, um, but I quickly realized that, just like I was trading based on emotions, and I didn't know anything about trading. Um, I was just blindly following whatever he was posting. Um, but he was also, and still is, an emotional trader. And so I would everything he did, I would try to do, and just went haywire after that. Um, and so I I basically wanted to give up on trading at that time. And I had a friend of mine who, at that time, I came across one of your videos, and I had joined your free Telegram. Um, and he had joined the free Telegram as well. Then he made the extra step to join in the VIP room. And so he then convinced me that, hey, your trades were actually pretty accurate. And so I made the step of joining.
Okay, so obviously the accuracy of my signals is what encouraged you and motivated you to sign up under my and follow my signals essentially. Yeah, no, listen, it's I've heard from quite a few traders that there's a lot of signal providers out there that provide fake results, or they don't often claim, or they essentially post their fake results, and a lot of traders end up losing money. I've heard that quite a lot. And the OTC markets, you obviously know my opinion on it. I'm not all that fond of it, but each to their own, each to their own. But I mean, comparing the signal providers and the signals you have received in the past from different traders versus all the other traders and signal providers out there, what made you sign up with me? What stands out for you?
It has to do a lot with your videos, because you provide a lot of informational videos rather than showing me how these two indicators will work. And because I what I noticed with a lot of binary option YouTube uh, traders, what they will do is they will tell you, if you use these two indicators for the 5 second candles, you can turn $1 into $50,000. All these major claims, but their videos are always chopped, so it's never one full video to showing you how are they doing it. It's just they make the trade, and then it cuts to when they're reaping the profit. So their videos are, to me, weren't authentic. They were trying to sell me something. Whereas with your YouTube channel, with your videos, you provided more information than you did with trying to sell something. It was about, uh, actually, just from watching your videos, I learned quite a lot when it comes to understanding how the market works, versus watching the videos of these other channels.
Yeah, 100%. Look, I've seen a lot of videos out there where it's, like you mentioned earlier, use this indicator or these indicators and turn $1 into $10,000. And when you're actually trying to tempt it yourself, it goes completely pear-shaped, the opposite,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot more to binary options than just indicators, obviously. And I feel that sharing the content and information, knowledge over the years has been extremely valuable to people watching it. And I constantly receive feedback about the content I've created, and it's always good because there's a lot more to binary options than what people think, and the forex concepts in the space can be applied in binary options itself. It's the same charts, same candles, but obviously there is a slight difference between binary options and forex, which obviously we won't be getting into because we are on the same page here. I mean, speaking of binary options and let's get into the broker here. Both you and I use Pocket Option as a broker, and I think a lot of people watching this interview right now would be quite nervous about which broker to actually use. I mean, it's a real concern in the binary options space, especially with deposits and withdrawals and just trustworthiness in general. I mean, you've been with Pocket Option for quite a while now. I mean, how have you found them? Have you faced with the platform itself?
No, I haven't had any issues with the platform. It's been very consistent. Um, like I mentioned, where my country has a lot of limits when it comes to using these type of platforms. However, it was easier for me to just work with um, Binance, and then from Binance to Pocket Option. I haven't had any issues.
Okay, well, that's great. I mean, nor have I. I mean, I just wanted to hear what your experience is using the broker, and I think that's great, and I think that definitely gives people a lot of confidence and hope, in the broker itself, if they are of course using it or looking for a trustworthy broker. But I would recommend Pocket Option. It is a great broker.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. Okay, let's go to when you first started out in my Signal group. Let's go there for a moment. Walk us through that first week. You deposited $350. You got that 100% deposit bonus, and you had about what $700 to work with. What exactly was your mindset going in, and what actually happened?
so I still had a lot of bad habits that I carried over from the previous um, person that I was trading with. So I wasn't in control of my emotions. So whenever you had post a signal, I will either hesitate a lot and enter the market really late, and that caused me to lose a trade. Um, or I will miss out on a trade because, um, again, emotions are involved. Um, so a lot of the times my emotions was involved in making decisions, and because I was chasing that figure to try to make money rather than try to learn what I'm doing, and understand why you're making certain trades. I try to force to make money from whenever I lost, and so that is what really caused me to blow that 700 in the end. It was just making irrational decisions based on my emotions.
Yeah, so those inconsistencies there, you were fearful of opening certain trades because you didn't know why. And you felt like maybe, hey, if I open this trade, am I blindly entering this trade or not? It's having that trust within yourself and keeping your emotions aside. It's
Yeah.
just and obviously that was what it was at the time. No, I completely understand that. I mean, so you lost that full $700. I mean, what was going through your mind? the moment that your balance hit zero? I mean, be honest here.
Yeah, at that time, I felt as though I wanted to just give up. I really thought maybe trading is not for me. Should find some other way means to make an income,
Yeah.
but definitely not in trading. I remember specifically my friend messaging me because he saw that I was silent, and he messaged me and asked me if I'm jumping back into the market if I'm trading, and I really didn't want to answer. I didn't want to have anything to do with trading after that. Um, but I just had this confirmation at the back of my mind that now is not the time to really give up. Give it a try again, and this time try to understand why you made all those errors. What really caused you to lose those trades?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you're obviously learning from your mistakes. You're trying to understand why you're reflecting. And you see, most people would have walked away there. Most people would quit and say, "That's it for me." But you decided to give it another go, and that's always a positive thing, in my opinion. Not giving up. I mean, you obviously decided to deposit again, and this time you deposited $100. Why that amount specifically?
Well, two things went through my mind at that time. One, I wanted to make it a challenge. I just thought about what if I had to deposit 100 and I can actually make 100 into a milestone of 1,000. So that was one of the thoughts that came to my mind. Was um, the second one was that this can be view it as a tuition. It's me paying to learn how to trade. And so I saw it as just me paying a school fee,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. That's that one that makes 100%. It makes sense. Yeah. So take us through the comeback here. $100 to over $3,300 in what, 5 weeks? What did your daily routine look like? What were you trading? How were you using my signals? And what in your approach, what changed from the first attempt?
Okay, so my for one, I got myself a trade manager that kept me in check of how much I'm actually putting into the trades, so that I won't overspend. Um, and then two, I try to make sure that I'm grounded in my emotions. So I always think about how am I feeling right now. Um, if I hesitate to make a trade, then I reflect on it and I recognize that this was an emotional decision that was made. So most of my trading decisions um, were being checked by my my being conscious or being aware of what I was doing at that time.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense. It makes sense to me. I mean, this time you decided to apply proper risk management. You followed a system that works for you, and everybody's trading journey is different. In this situation, you found something that works for you. You've applied it, and so far it's worked amazingly. I mean, you're sitting with over what, $3,300 now. I mean, what exactly is the goal from here? I mean, where do you want this account to be? I mean, and you're trading more broadly. What is the future goal? 6 months from now, a year from now?
Yeah, so I currently have milestones that I'm working on. So the first one was to turn 100 into 1K, and then to turn 1K into two, and then to now to turn two into four. And so eventually, my my aim is to get to 15 15K before I decide to make any sort of withdrawals. Um, Mainly because I'm thinking about the leverage that I can use with the funds.
Okay, so that's obviously a milestone that you've set ahead for yourself. And
Yeah.
$15,000, will you be planning to withdraw the full amount or a portion of the $15,000?
A portion. I'm planning to withdraw five out of the 15.
Okay. Have you ever considered maybe withdrawing the initial amount that you started off with, maybe clawing back the $350 you lost, or in total, I think you deposited $450, 350 the first time, and then the second time $100. Have you ever considered withdrawing the 450?
I haven't given much thought, but maybe that is something that I definitely can do. Is just take that back out, just to solidify that I have actually made funds.
Well, to be fair, you wouldn't have made anything. It's just you wouldn't have lost anything. That's the
Yeah.
actual.
Yes.
That's the fact of the matter. And you'll know that the money that's left in your account is the broker's money, using the house's money to make money. And you know that if your account hits zero, you haven't lost anything.
Yes. And that is
That's
a good point.
Yeah, it is something to consider. But I mean, if someone is watching this right now, and is in the exact same spot you were 5 weeks ago, they've just blown their account, they're staring at zero, they're about to give up. I mean, what would you say to them? What advice would you give to them?
I will tell them that um, they don't have enough. They don't have enough data. They can't say right now that they are a failure because they've just started. Um, from the information that I've gathered, it takes some traders at least 5 years before they become a profitable trader or an expert at it. And so I'm just it's only been what 4 months, about 4 or 5 months. So I've barely started, and if somebody's in my shoes, you barely started. I don't think now is the time to make that sort of decision. Give it some more time. Give it at least a year, and then you can decide after that.
So your threshold is 12 months,
I think at least 12 months. Um,
at least 12 months. To really like look at things from a perspective and weigh things up and say, is this really for me or not?
yes.
That's a fair analysis. I mean, it took me a very, very long time to get profitable. I can guarantee you it wasn't 1 year. I've been in the markets and I've been trading for 9 years, crypto, forex, and binary options. So it's different for everybody. If you manage to get it right within the first 4 months, which it sounds like, that's incredible. It really is. I mean, props to you, man.
Yeah, well,
Props to you.
I must say that I have, well, I consider you as a mentor. I have a good mentor. Um, and that is one thing that I will encourage anyone to do in anything that you're getting into is to get a good mentor because then you get to skip all of the mistakes that they have made before.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's very smart. That's a smart way of looking at it, 100%. I mean, since you've joined the Signal Room, I mean, you joined at the end of March. I think it was the 26th of March, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Since that's about 7 weeks now. In those 7 weeks, is there anything that stood out for you that may have piqued your interest? Is there anything significant that you've learned? Because obviously, with the signals that I send out, I try and provide as much information about why I take the signals, what I look at on the charts. Because as you know, I try and predict where price is going to go, and I think I do it relatively well with my win rate. I mean, what have you taken away over the last 7 weeks?
So one of the things that I've learned to recognize is like consolidations, understanding what a consolidation is, understanding like fair value gaps. Um, Gosh, There is a particular one that I like, but I just can't remember the name of it right now. Where we look at the entire chart as a whole, and you look for the support and resistance. That is it I was looking for. Um, Understanding where resistance is, and understanding whenever there's a breakthrough in a resistance or support, then you know what direction that the market is more likely going into. So whenever you're given signals, and let's say that you give a signal and the market pulls back, instantly I start recognizing where the market is going to reverse after that pullback. And so it's much easier for me to market using the line, and I know where exactly I should be looking to enter the market when it's about to reverse.
Yeah, high probability zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, liquidity sweeps is also all these concepts that I mention and that I look at on the charts. You'll obviously, I'm sure you've watched my live streams over the last couple of days now. Individually, these concepts are powerful, but when you combine it, it turns into a machine, a profit machine. And when you identify this stuff, and when you start becoming better and you practice, as you can't unsee it, and there's just like the easiest way to explain it is you've seen in the cartoons the dollar signs start to go over your eyes. That that's what happens. So I think it's great that you reflect on the signals that I send out and that you try and understand why I send the signals I do. And I think it's important that you also understand why I send signals out in the live markets and not the OTC markets. There's a big difference between the two, and I prefer to trade the real, authentic price data, and that's very, very important, because you'll understand why with the concepts that I use, price movement makes sense. It
Yes.
goes to these price levels for a reason. And it doesn't matter what time frame you're trading on. But yeah, no, it sounds like, listen, you've had a great experience up until now, and I mean, before we wrap things up here, is there anything that you want to say to the audience? Anything that you may want to add that I haven't asked you yet? Or is there anything you want to ask me maybe?
Uh, no question, not a question, but I would like to just encourage persons who haven't joined the VIP group to make that initial step and to join. Um, and you haven't asked me to say that, but I do see the importance of it. You can try to take those one and two signals from the free, but I guarantee you that you'll be much better off if you join the VIP, because you not only get signals, but you'll actually learning how to trade. You're actually learning why certain things are done in certain ways.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I didn't tell Leston to say this. He said this out of his own, and obviously he's had a great experience up until now. I mean, if you had to rate the signals from one to five, what would you rate them?
From 1 to 5, uh, without sounding biased, I will say 5. I would
Five out
say
of five.
5. They are really accurate. Even when the market is giving us a hard time, it's still pretty accurate, which is very very tough to do.
Yeah, no, consolidating markets, when the markets tend to consolidate in the higher time frames, it will affect the lower time frames, especially on low liquidity days, like maybe a public holiday in a certain country. It can affect the markets, and I do my utmost best to provide the best analysis and the highest quality signals. Of course, this is speaking of the signals now. If you guys are interested in joining the VIP binary option signals room, it is free to join. All you have to do is sign up under my referral link. The link is in the description below. And yeah, you can sign up with as little as $5 and you'll have a lifetime access to my VIP binary option signals room. I provide signals Monday to Friday, 2 signals in the morning for London session, 3 in the afternoon for New York session. That's 5 signals per day with a win rate over 75% with a proven track record. I post my results every single day. And if you guys want access to educational content, fewer signals, but if you guys just want a little taste, I do have a free group which you guys can join as well with over 800 members. The link is in the description below. The link is in the description below as well to my Telegram profile, my DMs, which you guys can message me at any time. So feel free to go and check that out. But Leston, yeah, is that the last thing that you wanted to add towards the end there?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Listen, I really appreciate you coming on here today. This was Leston Selman. I think I'm pronouncing your surname correctly.
Yes. Yes.
Leston Selman. This is Leston's story, guys. Wow, incredible. $100 to $3,300 in 5 weeks. Unscripted. This was a raw, natural interview, and it was great getting some feedback from his side. Leston, thank you for jumping on today, my friend. Good luck in your trading journey. Long may you continue to follow the signals, and I hope you continue to learn. And obviously, there's some more live streams coming next week, which I'm sure you'll yeah, look out for that.
Yeah.
I'll be doing the indicators that you suggested. I'll be doing that. Thanks, Leston, for jumping on today. You must have a blessed Thursday, my friend. And I'll see you for London session tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Cool. Have a good one, man.
You too. You take care.
Cheers. Guys, that was Leston. Hopped on with me here today. It was incredible having him on. That was his story. $100 to $3,300. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It was great having him on. Of course, like I mentioned, he is one of my VIP clients. And he's been trading my signals now for the last 7 weeks. You heard his story here. I highly encourage you guys to join the VIP binary option signals room. It's free to join. If you guys want a little taste of the signals, like I said, the free group is also in the link in the description below. You can join today for absolutely free. I post free weekly signals, free educational content, and results directly from the VIP binary option signals room. Like I said, if you guys want to become one of my VIP members, all you have to do is sign up under my referral link. The link is in the description below to my referral link. Make a deposit. You can deposit any amount you're comfortable depositing. You can start with as little as $5. And you'll have lifetime access to my VIP group, as well as my 15-module trading course, packed with tons of valuable info that you guys will be able to learn a lot from. So yeah, that's Leston's story, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, if you did enjoy this video, this interview, make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more interviews, let me know in the comment section below and I'll get them rolling for you guys. But you guys must have a good one. Much love, and I will see you in the next video.